Hello, everybody. You can call me Hunch. I'm a huge Bitcoin DeFi bull. I've been here for a while. I've been talking about survival and how I think this is a bear market, possibly, or sideways chop for 6 months to 2 years. When I first started flipping bearish, basically at the top, I said the Solana meme coins are out of control. Subsequently, we had pump.fun. All the liquidity was sucked out of the whole ecosystem. The presidential election is pretty bearish in my opinion because of all the uncertainty around crypto, it being a central issue on both sides, one being against it, one being for it, right? Are they being honest? One side being honest, one side not being honest. It's too complicated. It's too convoluted. There's a lot of things going on in the world, in the financial markets. Are they going to lower interest rates, so on and so forth? Remember, I said it was a mistake for the Fed to lower interest rates. Everyone was calling for it. I still think it's a mistake. I think they're lying about the CPI numbers. I think inflation is absolutely out of control. I still think it's out of control, and I think the market is telling us that. I don't think this is ever going to be an easy thing. To be honest, I think it could go 2 years. I think it could flip in 2025. I don't know. It could be a prolonged bear market. All I know is I am going to be investing in the Bitcoin economy as a hedge for the real economy. Hopefully it overtakes it one day. I do like Bitcoin DeFi, like Arcadico and Alex and all those things. But I don't know how long this will last, so I will be, just investing in stacks, safely staking it for Bitcoin. Hopefully, I haven't done that yet, but I think that is a conservative approach to take, especially in the position we're in, which is basically survival, right? The most resilient ecosystem is obviously Bitcoin, I think, due to decentralization. I think we always knew that this could happen, right? A lot of attacks on not just on political issues like free speech, but also on your right to transact, your right to vote, your right to whatever the case may be, right? Both sides think they're taking their rights away, and it's blurry and convoluted, and I don't know what to believe really anymore. All I know is I believe in an alternative system that's fair and free, or many alternative systems. So we're going to be talking about what I'm doing, what I think some good projects are to be invested in during this prolonged period, or if we do flip more bullish, if they start to lower interest rates and it is just a liquidity cycle, I'm going to be talking about to do. So anyway, now financial advice. Here's the Bitcoin chart, right? You could tell we're in this kind of sideways chop here. We're kind of at the bottom of the sideways chop, right? If we fall through again, that's bullish. Bearish, right? If we fall through this channel, I think. I don't think we're necessarily there. I do think we'll maybe have a reversal and go back to the top of the channel and maybe break through if they do lower interest rates. But I'm not sure. I think we're here because there's a lot of uncertainty. That's my personal opinion, right? We're at the depths of sentiment as well, right? If you look at what's going on Solana, right, it's basically fallen off a cliff, right? The meme coins have basically destroyed sentiment, right? All these real projects, right, like real Ordinals collections like Pizza Ninjas have basically, fell by the wayside for a while. Real DeFi protocols, right, under stacks, right? The Nakamoto release came out, not a lot of hype in the community, but also in the broader community, right? A true decentralized peg, SBTC, 5-second block times, hashing on the Bitcoin blockchain. To me, that's extremely bullish. All these Bitcoin L2s, extremely bullish. And here we are continuing to go down. So what's my plan? Continue to buy Bitcoin, continue to stake stacks, buy stacks, stay in those big chains, right? Because I'm okay with that for the long term. I do think stacks is an infrastructure play, an AI play, an economic play with the staking for liquid stacks or staking it for Bitcoin to help secure the network, right? Process transactions, whatever the case may be. Now, those are the two main things. Now, I'll also be continuing to look for a differentiation or investable projects that not a lot of people are looking at, right? I continue to think Pizza Ninjas are a top project at 0.1252, right? The founders obviously supporting this community, right? If they ever come up, I'll show you them. They're beautiful. I do think there's going to be a lot of partnerships with these. I started talking about this at like 0.028, like the Pico bottom. I absolutely think these will continue to go up because I think they have a real community and a founder that's still supporting the project, right? This is not about decentralization. These are like real businesses, right? There's nothing decentralized about a JPEG picture or whatever the case may be. Other things, right? Like Natcats, not my personal favorite. I personally like the Royals, right? Which is under Tap, DMT, Trac, right? I think that's a real unique selling feature, right? And I personally might be buying in these if they go a little bit lower. They're like $140 a thing. You know, are they valuable? I don't know, but I think it's interesting and different, right? Digital matter theory goes off of Bitcoin data, right? It's a unique way to come up with art or, things that can be in video games or use data in a unique fashion, right? I think Trac is going to be making Bitcoin usable in a unique way, right? You had Blockrunner talking about it, Bitcoin Layer 1 confirmed. I'm hesitant to believe that is a scalable solution, right? I think they're partnering with ICP. I personally think STX is a better way to go, and I do think Trac and Tap will, or Tap assets, right, like Ghosty Cash will have a synthetic version on STX, right? That's how I foresee this future. I think they've got great products with Ghosty Cash under Tap. I think a lot of businesses will move to Tap because of the indexing solution under Trac, right? We still haven't got the airdrop for Tap, but I think, right, with this price so low, and if you look at the long-term trend, I mean, if this is not the bottom, or if not close to the bottom, it's still, relatively low risk at a $32 million valuation for where it possibly could go for it being the only decentralized indexing solution out there right now for Bitcoin, right? And then you also have STX, and it looks like maybe we have a higher low hit here. If you look closely on the far right, if Bitcoin reverses, I do think maybe this is a higher low. But this is also a good project with good founders, good developers. I know a lot of the founders in this ecosystem, right? And this doesn't mean this is the only thing to invest in, right? It doesn't mean I'm not invested in Solano or AVAX or L1s, right? It just means this is what I talk about. I do think there's a lot of opportunity out there, right? Maybe in Cosmos, TIA, right, which is another thing under Cosmos. So I'm not talking about that. Doesn't mean I'm not investing in those things, looking at those things from a long-term perspective. But to me, it's about surviving, right? And I think survival always comes back to Bitcoin, right? And it seems to me that maybe STX and Bitcoin are the least risk-averse plays, right? STX being an L2 tied to Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously being the least risky play in crypto, right? Which continues to get obliterated politically, in a PR sense, public relations sense, from a marketing standpoint, right? And so it's all about survival. I do think we will see a reversal soon if they lower interest rates. Maybe the markets become more bullish. I think maybe we're in for a harder landing than they think, right? And crypto tends to be more forward-looking than the stock market. The stock market continues to outperform. I think that's a fool's game. I think there is going to be a lot of blood if Bitcoin is looking forward here, right? And maybe it takes another 6 months to bottom, or the full 2 years, which I said could be in the beginning. That's just my personal thoughts. So invest in high quality survival here. I do think the meme coin craze has kind of died off a little bit. It doesn't mean it won't come back. It doesn't mean you shouldn't have some exposure under STX, right? I've tweeted about Mojo, which, it could be a rug pull. Who cares? It doesn't mean you should be investing everything you can in there. But anyway, you can call me Hunch. This is a tough time for crypto markets. I do think we're going to see a bottom soon. I knew this was coming. I knew that this was going to be about survival. I've been trying to tell you that. I've even made less videos because there's nothing really to say that except survive, right? Anyone who's telling you otherwise seems to be brain dead. So anyway, you could call me Hunch. That's what I'm doing. I do think we're going to see a reversal soon. Top assets, right? Trac, maybe some Ghosty Cash or Daiko or Alex, but mainly for me, it's just Bitcoin, STX, Trac, and a few Ordinals collections, maybe DMT Royals, definitely Pizza Ninjas. I think is a top collection. I think it's going to flip all the other collections. I think maybe it won't flip Quantum Cats, right? Because that has a team behind it, some coding thing with OpCat, so on and so forth. But I do think that is going to take the top space, right, as a leading project. So anyway, you can call me Hunch. See you later.